Hi scholars, I'm excited for this next activity. I want to just quickly introduce it to you. It is decorating a hydro flask. You might be thinking, what does this have to do with social studies? And it does. And you'll see that in just a few minutes. But what I really want you to think about is who you are as a person. And I can't wait to find that all out by looking at your hydro flask. So tune in for the specific directions coming up next. So for this activity, I kind of alluded to that you're going to be decorating a hydro flask. Well, how do you do that virtually? And I'm going to show you right now. So when we look at the screen, you have a little Bitmoji of myself. And so what I'm wanting you to do is to really think about who you are. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun? What's your favorite foods? Do you like animals? Things like that. What are things that excite you? What are things that motivate you? Do you like sports? Things like that. And then I want you to decorate a hydro flask with virtual stickers. So let's first get into our directions. So as you work through our course, you're gonna find that you need to explicitly read directions. I'm not always going to read them to you. That's on you. That's your responsibility to make sure that you explicitly read the directions. I'm going to do everything in my power to help you be successful in this class. But the first step is for you to read the directions. So don't just skim it and don't just read it once, but read often, read thoroughly, and revisit as often as you need to when you look at a directions sheet. So for this particular activity, we want you to read the entire presentations before you even start. So if I were you, what I would do is literally go through each slide, just like I am right now, and to see what it is that I'm going to be doing. So you're basically previewing it. Okay? And then, now that I kind of see what's going on, I'm going to go back to that direction sheet. And I'm going to read to figure out what I'm going to do first. So I want to create a Bitmoji that looks like myself. That's what the directions say. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a Bitmoji and I'm going to select a hydro flask to decorate. Then I want to copy and paste at least 6 stickers that represent me. And I lastly need to explain myself. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about, okay? So we're gonna create a Bitmoji. The whole idea is that so we can virtually see you. And then I wanna know, what are your interests? What are your hobbies? And so we're going to do that by decorating a flask, a hydro flask. And then after that, we are going to explain why these stickers are important to us. Why do we select these? How do they represent us? And so I have 2 hydro flasks here that you can use. You are welcome to go out and find your own on the internet. So the point of this activity is, 1, to get to know you, but it's also to find out what skills you have or what questions you have in using Google Slides, in copying and pasting, as well as your writing. And we'll get to that in just a minute, okay? So you're gonna select a hydro flask, and like I said, you can find one on your own, okay? And then I have some stickers to get you started, but you know what? It's probably not going to be enough for you, and I intentionally did that. I have a few here for you, but the whole idea is that you're going to go out as well on the internet, and you're going to snag and grab some pictures that you're going to turn into stickers that look like your interests, okay, that represent you, okay? And then the last step of that is you want to explain yourself. So why did you select that particular sticker? How does that represent you? How does that show your interests or your hobbies or what you like to do or your favorite foods, and explain it in depth? So let's take a look at an example that I have together. What I'd like for you to do is decorate a hydro flask just like I have here. And then I want you to kind of just peruse and look at my example real quick. So I have a taco on here, I have a light bulb, like a sunflower, So you might be able to kind of guess what those things maybe represent, but it's not until I actually explain them that you're gonna get a better insight of who I am as an individual. So you'll notice that I have a taco there, and you might be thinking, well, you know what, she probably just likes to eat tacos or whatnot. But when I explain it, you should be able to know a little bit more about me. So in my explanation, I have that nearly every Tuesday, my family makes tacos, quesadillas, or fajitas, and we call this evening Taco Tuesdays. Well, unless you read my explanation, you wouldn't know that we do that every single Tuesday. You wouldn't also know that we don't just make tacos, we make quesadillas and we also make fajitas often. So that's what I want you to think about. When you are explaining your sticker, you need to do a thorough job that really lets us know a little bit more about you. You'll notice I didn't say I like tacos, okay? I'm looking for more than that. I want you to really support with evidence why that represents you. So again, it's not like I like tacos. Instead, I give you a little bit more. I'm explaining how that represents me. So every Tuesday, my family makes tacos, quesadillas, or fajitas, and we call that evening Taco Tuesdays, okay? If we look at the second example I have here, there's a light bulb, and it says, education is the movement from darkness to light. Well, you might be thinking, well, that's like a light bulb, she's a teacher, okay? Yeah, you're right, but I am going to explain what that means to me and why that represents me. So in this case, it says, I became a teacher because I believe that learning can be fun, motivating, and inspiring. Sometimes as teachers, we need to turn that light on for students and for them to be able to see that learning can be fun, can be motivating and inspiring. So you'll notice that I didn't just say this sticker represents me because I'm a teacher, right? I'm explaining how that sticker is specific to me and how it embodies me. So what you'll need to do then is something similar. You'll decorate the Hydro Flask just like I have here, and then you'll also explain how those stickers represent you. So when we go back to the directions, just make sure before you do anything that you follow every single direction and that you have completed the task entirely. Just as a reminder, I want to see what you know. So it's not just about decorating with a sticker, which is kind of fun, obviously, but it's also to show me what you know. I want to see your best writing. I want complete sentences. I want proper sentence structure, punctuation, capitalization. Show me what you know. You should be really proud of this final product when you're done. All right, guys, if you have any questions, you can email me or you can come see me if you're in class with me. It makes no difference to me how you get a hold of me, but please, please, please make sure if you have any questions, you reach out. I'm always here and happy to help you. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I'll see you soon. Please make sure that you post your Hydro Flask with its stickers and you've completed the explanation for each sticker. That assignment is posted for you in Schoology. Make sure you submit it before you finish.